All right, what have we got on the great man, Dale Finucane?
Yeah, well, let's start with Dale. Look, Dale had a meeting with his manager on Friday. There's a new club in for Dale now. He had 6 clubs in for him. The West Tigers have now come in for Dale Finucane as well. So the Newcastle dropped out when they signed Dan Gagai. The West Tigers have come in. He's still got 6 clubs circling him, Dale. The Tigers obviously had an interest in Tavita Pangai. They've been in constant contact with Dale Finucane's management. When they missed out in Pangai, they firmed up their interest in Dale Finucane. So in a meeting with his manager on Friday, they sat down, went through the offers. I'd expect a decision from Dale, if not over the week, and then early next week. And there'll obviously be 1 delighted club and 5 disappointed ones.
Who's your money on?
Well, my money's on Cronulla at the moment. I suspect they're probably the front runners. He's got a good relationship with Craig Fitzgibbon. They spoke to her in State of Origin camp. His manager, Andrew Purcell's already sent Nico Hines to Cronulla. I think Cronulla's put a pretty competitive offer on the table. His management's wanted he's got a lot of 3-year deals. His management's pushed to get a 4-year deal. I don't think Cronulla's going to push the boat out that far, but my sense is that Cronulla are the front runners at the moment to get Dale Finucane. So a decision, as I said, in the next 24, 48 hours.
Really, if he goes to Cronulla, is he going to play front row? Because obviously they've signed Cameron McInnes with a view, knowing Cam personally, he's saying he's going there to play lock, to play 13. Yeah. So it would be, if you're going to bring Dale in, either Cameron would go to hooker, which would mean Brayley missing out, which they're not going to do. So I can only assume Dale would then be wearing the 8 or the 10 next season.
I think that's the way it's heading, James. Yeah, I'm with you. I think Cam McInnes is obviously there. He started working out with them now to recover from the ACL injury.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
So, that's what I foresee. He'll play, obviously, a role in the middle, but probably in the front row, yeah.
How far would Melbourne be from being able to retain him?
I think out of the 6, they'd be running 5th or 6th at the moment still. They just don't have the money in their salary cap, and they've known that from day one.
Because he'd take unders to stay there, I would imagine.
Well, he would, but they're so tight, and they're in the process of re-signing Ryan Pappenhausen, which is going to cost them a fortune because Ryan's in for a significant upgrade. Harry Grant, they're trying to extend him out. They still want to keep Brandon Smith if they can. So money's really tight down there. Okay. And look, they've made an offer to Dale, but I think they're realistic enough to know that they're a long way off the money in terms of what he's been offered elsewhere. And the Knights, I believe the Knights sort of dropped out when they signed Dan Gagai Friday, and they've now stepped up their attempt to sign Connor Watson. They got a meeting with Connor Watson this week. Connor Watson publicly has said that their first offer to him wasn't up to scratch. He went out and started ringing clubs himself. But the club's got a meeting with him this week, and they're pretty confident they've got a deal done with Connor Watson, and they're about to re-sign Lachlan Fitzgibbon for another 2 years, the Knights. So Dane Gagai and those 2 guys as well, they're going pretty good at the moment, the Knights.
Is Xavier Coates going anywhere before the end of the season?
Well, it's an interesting one, Xavier, because the Storm actually rang Brisbane about a week ago, and they'd heard some whispers that Xavier Coates wasn't going to get another game in Brisbane because he's obviously made the decision to go to the Storm next year. They contacted Brisbane. Brisbane made some discreet inquiries. Brisbane said, we won't let him go. And their head of football, Benny Eichen, actually contacted the Storm yesterday and said to them, look, the rumours aren't right. Xavier Coates is still a chance of selection in Brisbane. And at the moment, we're not going to let him go this year. It won't be happening. We want to keep him here for the rest of the year. So I think we can put a line through Xavier Coates getting an early release to go to the Storm, but he's obviously going there next year.
All right, there was some talk, obviously, when Jai Arrow had his trouble and was fined and misses out on State of Origin 3.
Yep.
Is there further ramifications?
Yeah, there's a board meeting Friday in Queensland. The Queensland Rugby League's meeting actually on Friday, and they'll make a decision on Friday whether they take any action against Jai Arrow. I would expect he will be banned for next year's State of Origin series by the Queensland Rugby League. And I reckon the New South Wales Rugby League will do the same thing with Api Koroisau. I think he'll get a ban, if not for the entire series, at least a game or 2. But I imagine both those guys, the Queensland and New South Wales Rugby Leagues, will put a line through them for next year.
Wow. All right, Reedy, as ever, brilliant piece of work.